So I have a few questions for you today. Our first question is, what are your career goals?
Well, I wasn't really sure when I graduated from college this last year in May, but after my first busy season, I've kind of figured out that I want to be a partner in the firm. I just feel like there's a lot of power and leadership opportunities and room for management. So that's kind of where I want to end up in the next 12-ish years.
Perfect. And what is your ideal day at work?
Well, as an auditor, I don't really have an ideal day because my job changes from day to day, and every few weeks I change clients. But for the most part, I work on any part of the audit, from accounts receivable to checking inventory, because I'm a first year, so that's part of my job.
How do you go about making a hard decision?
I've kind of learned that you have to give it time. At first, when I had hard decisions to make, I would just kind of respond immediately. But since being on the job for about 8 months now, I've kind of learned that I need to go to my mentor and maybe seek out how they would do it, because I don't know everything. And so just giving it time to really think about it, maybe 24 hours, and not just responding, is kind of how I go about making a decision.
Great. And what is your manager's management style?
Well, I actually report to two different managers, but I get immediate feedback. And that's one thing that I really like about my auditing profession, is that because I have to be reviewed by multiple people, they give me feedback right away. But at first, my manager was very sarcastic, and so I couldn't really tell if he was mad or what he was kind of feeling. And so now that I've gotten to know him and I've gotten to realize that he's not mad, he's just funny and trying to be funny, I've kind of done better with his management style. But it's pretty immediate feedback, and we're always talking face to face.
So I have a little scenario for you. So you've been putting in extra hours at work to complete a project. After you've finished the project, what kind of feedback would you prefer? And also, what kind of feedback is your manager most likely to give you?
Okay, so during busy season, I put in a lot of extra hours of work, and this last, I guess, month I finished at the very middle of March, but I I want to receive feedback of a little bit of praise, like "thank you so much for putting that extra work. Let's go do this in return," and kind of not just "oh, okay, we're done, yay, good job, everyone." Just very personalized, like maybe a thank you note or something. And even he took us all out to dinner as a thank you at the end of our last busy season client when we filed. And so I don't know, feedback of just praise a little bit, because when you work that hard and you're completing a big project, it's you want feedback of more of a thank you than just blowing it off and let's move on. So I guess more of positive, encouraging, way to go, thank you for this specific thing. So that's kind of what I would like to have.
Well, thank you for that. And lastly, how would you tell a subordinate that you need to let them go?
When I get there, which probably won't be for a few years, I definitely want to receive it face to face, because that's how I would want it. Um, I would probably tell them exactly what happened and what went wrong, and give them feedback of look, here's your evaluations from the last two years, and meet with them, and kind of not burn any bridges there, because that's how I would want to be let go. And I want someone that I trust, maybe my mentor, someone that actually could give me feedback of how I could change and do better in my next job. Or I guess me doing that to them. So, but that's how I would like to be let go. So that's probably how I would let someone else go.
Okay, well, thank you so much for this interview. We really appreciate you giving us your time, and we will talk again.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it.